and Good Morning Northwest. Trans kids may be sitting on the sidelines of girls' high school sports in Washington. The changes the WIAA is considering this morning.
Not as gray today. We're going to see some variable clouds. We're going to have a little warmer temperatures, but we start to see the changes, what they are and when, coming up.
An angry outburst from the man accused of assassinating a healthcare executive on the streets of New York City, and the newest information revealed about him and a potential motive for murder. You're watching Good Morning Northwest on 4 News Now. Thanks for being with us. I'm Robin Nance.
And I'm Natalie Grant. Today is Wednesday, December 11th. We're starting things off with Mark Peterson here and a look at our first alert forecast. Looking a lot clearer out there.
Yeah, we can actually see. And we have temperatures hovering around 30 degrees. We've got some cloud cover, but it's just higher up, and that's good things. 4 things that we want you to know. It won't be as gray today as it has been. Light snow expected tomorrow afternoon. No accumulations, really. The wintry mix coming in for the weekend, certainly in the morning hours, but little to no accumulation there as well. It'll be into the mountains. Currently, we're sitting around 30 degrees just about everywhere you go, except for the valley. It's 33. If there is some patchy fog, with that could come the chance of some black ice. So when you're in those regions, take it easy. Tracking the pattern, we are going to see a change coming in today as this is going to kick, and we're really going to start to see this thing start to move in. That's going to be Wednesday into Thursday. Tomorrow, we'll see a chance of some light snow. Into Friday, we're going to see light snow or rain, and then Saturday it looks to be rain. So Saturday's going to be the day. Today it's going to be variable clouds with a high of 35 degrees.
Mark, thanks. Transgender high school athletes may no longer be allowed to participate in girls' sports in Washington.
The governing body of high school sports has proposed an amendment that would limit girls' sports to students assigned as female at birth. But there's another amendment that would create 3 separate divisions. One for boys, one for girls, and an open division where anyone, including transgender athletes, could participate. This comes after several school districts, including Meade and Central Valley, asked the organization to review its policy. The current policy states all students have the opportunity to participate in athletics and/or activities in a manner that is consistent with their gender identity. The WIAA says this policy is based on state and federal law.
The center of the argument is that many critics say transgender athletes have an unfair advantage. Now, here's what one Ridgeline High School student had to say on this issue last month.
When I ran cross country for Green Acres Middle School, a boy who is biologically male but identified as female competed on the girls' team. He performed exceptionally well, beating over half of the competition. While I respect everyone's right to participate in sports, the situation made me question the fairness of competing against someone who had the physical advantages associated with male biology.
And one woman at the same meeting says anytime schools talk about creating new rules for transgender students, it has a major impact on these kids, including her late daughter.
It was 2 years ago, almost to the date, when I addressed this board. But then it was an anti-transgender policy about bathrooms. And I shared at that time, I don't know how many of you were here 2 years ago, that my Katie Thu died by suicide that fall. And this is a real issue, that it's hurting real people every time this topic gets debated.
Now, both of these amendments will be finalized next month, and the WIAA will vote on them in April. It has been exactly 1 week since the CEO of UnitedHealthcare, Brian Thompson, was shot and killed in New York City.
Yesterday, his suspected killer, Luigi Mangione, appeared before a judge. Hannah Joy's at the Breaking Now desk. And Hannah, law enforcement are on high alert for threats against other healthcare executives and their families, right?
Most definitely. You would think this would all be over once Luigi Mangione was found, but that's not the case. Many people are concerned that Mangione's actions could inspire copycats. Mangione is held without bail in a Pennsylvania jail and fighting his case be moved to New York after his outburst outside of a court.
Completely out of touch, and it's an insult to the intelligence of the American people. It's a life experience.
What you just saw is Mangione yelling at cameras as officers forced him inside. But for this case, it could be weeks before he returns to New York to face second-degree murder charges for the murder of UnitedHealthcare CEO Brian Thompson.
If you're an American, you believe in the American criminal justice system, you have to presume him to be innocent. And none of us would want anything other than that if that were us in those shoes.
Police arrested Mangione at this McDonald's in Pennsylvania. In his backpack, police found a 3-page handwritten document of him taking responsibility for the murder and blasting other U.S. healthcare companies. Now NYPD is warning top executives in the insurance industry of new threats and a hit list.
Business leaders all take very personally what happened to Brian Thompson, because here was a guy who was doing his job, and in a sense it could have been any of them, because there is vitriol in social media across the board about corporate America.
Mangione's attorney told ABC News he plans to plead not guilty to all charges. Reporting in studio, Hannah Joy, 4 News Now.
Hannah, thanks. Spokane Cops is getting the short-term contract extension it's been asking the city for.
The Spokane City Council voted unanimously to give Spokane Cops a 3-month extension with a $125,000 price tag. The executive director says the nonprofit is now focused on the city's request for a proposal process to secure a long-term contract.
We're all about crime prevention, and I'm afraid, from what I have heard, that they might be leaning towards a model that's more criminal advocacy, which would not be anything at all like what Spokane Cops does right now.
The executive director, Jeff Johnson, who you just heard from, believes the request for proposals would include an 18-month contract and $350,000 in funding.
With the passing of Spokane's 2025-2026 budget this week comes money allocated to projects to keep you and your family safe. One project is the addition of 3 code enforcement officers who will make up a downtown team dedicated to cleaning up trash, graffiti, and vandalism.
We talked to code enforcement. We asked them, what do you need? Which is a great place to start. And they said if we had 3 more positions, we could make a significant difference.
Money in the budget was also allocated to add a director of transportation and sustainability. This position will oversee the Safe Streets for All Fund, which is dedicated to adding infrastructure like red light cameras, ADA ramps, and traffic calming measures to ensure the safety of everyone who uses our roads. Your Good Morning Northwest time right now is 6:07.
Hey, it's been like a broken record, but it's changing today.
I can see clearly now the fog is gone.
Hallelujah.
And Mark, never sing again. Okay. We do have better conditions on the ground when it comes to ground fog. It doesn't mean that we're not without it, but right now there's very little to report. We're going to have a full check of your forecast coming up. That's a nice shot.
City Council asked and the community answered. I'm sharing feedback on highly debated ordinances surrounding Spokane's homeless crisis coming up.
And a congresswoman attacked on the grounds of the U.S. Capitol. Coming up, what she says was behind it and the injuries she's nursing this morning.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
You can pick your prize at Mistaqua Casino Hotel. Will it be a rugged Can-Am Maverick Sport or $15,000 cash? Start earning entries today playing your favorite games with your Sun Club card. The more you play, the more chances you have to win. Join the fun on December 21st for prize drawings. Located north of Spokane on Highway 395 near Chewelah. Visit Mistaqua.com for all the details.
We're on with what's new this morning.
What's happening now?
And what's next for you?
Get what's new now
And next at 5 and 6 a.m.
right here.
And right here at 7A.
Because we're on all morning long. Good Morning Northwest and GMA.
Some know it as prime rib. Officially, it's called a ribeye roast. We call ours divine. Tender, mouth-watering Hereford beef, aged to perfection for 5 weeks and never frozen. Oven ready and easy. Divine beef ribeye roast, tied and seasoned at your request. Reserve yours now, exclusively at Yoke's Fresh Markets.
Owning a food truck was my dream, but my back and leg pain made every day a struggle. Then my personalized arch support system from the Good Feet store got me back in the picture.
Clinically proven to provide significant pain relief in only 4 weeks.
I'm back to being the best version of myself.
Get back in the picture. The Good Feet store. Book your free fitting at goodfeet.com.
Why do people come to the University of Washington? They come here to find people who will inspire them, move them, change them. They come to solve big problems and prepare for careers where they can make a difference. They come to cheer on their Huskies in the greatest setting in college football. If you want to change the world, this is where you start. For passion, for possibility, be boundless.
Hard water damage makes it hard to keep your home looking picture perfect. Culligan softeners reduce buildup and cleaning time, transforming your water into the fine art of a long-lasting clean. Culligan, water you love.
Save your greed!
It is 6:10. Here's a look at what's new on Good Morning Northwest. President-elect Donald Trump selected Andrew Ferguson to serve as chairman of the Federal Trade Commission.
Ferguson is currently a Republican member serving on the commission. Trump released a statement on social media yesterday that said in part, Ferguson has a proven record of standing up to big tech censorship and protecting freedom of speech in the country. The Federal Trade Commission's primary mission is to protect the public from deceptive or unfair business practices.
South Carolina Representative Nancy Mace says she was attacked on the grounds of the U.S. Capitol last night. In a social media post, Mace says she was physically accosted over her fight to protect women. A Republican lawmaker says the person who attacked her was arrested by Capitol Police. Authorities say that person was charged with assaulting a government official. Mace said her arm will heal after treatment with some ice and a brace for her wrist.
President Joe Biden is facing mounting pressure from Democratic lawmakers and allies to extend protections to immigrants in the U.S. amid party fears over Donald Trump's promise of mass deportations. A Democratic Senate aide described the White House as receptive in private calls with senators. Trump's incoming border czar says he's working on a plan to use 1,400 acres offered by Texas officials to build deportation facilities.
Good news for drivers. The national average for gas is set to hit its lowest rate in 3.5 years. According to AAA, the national average is now $3.01 for a gallon of gas. More than 30 states already have an average below $3. Kootenai County is right there among them, $2.87 a gallon. Spokane's average is $3.57 this morning.
Here's your 10-second takeaway. That's a lot of money. Low clouds, cool. We're going to see the need for warm layers all day long. I mean, 35 degrees, but fewer low clouds than we've seen.
At 6:12, Spokane County is a statewide hotspot for babies born drug dependent. That is according to a draft report released by Maddie's Place.
The nonprofit just received hundreds of thousands of dollars in state funding, but says it needs more to continue providing services to address this issue. The report was supposed to be released by the Washington State Healthcare Authority on December 1st, but a delay in the release pushed Maddie's Place to take matters into its own hands. It felt a need to get this information out before the legislative session, which starts in January. It dictates the future of funding.
My experience is that no one really knew about this outside the medical community, and it's just not discussed. And as long as people don't know that it's a problem, it's out of sight, out of mind.
Since the organization does not get any reimbursements for its work, the services provided can get pricey. Maddie's Place says it will need $6 million in state funding over the next 2 years to continue providing its resources to the Spokane community, which it says is more important now than ever. And they do great work over there at Maddie's Place.
I was just trying to remember, I did a story just last January about the work going on there and a research project by WSU. You can Google it if you want to see it. It's really impressive.
Absolutely. Your Good Morning Northwest time right now is 6:13.
The Spokane community wants solutions to the homeless crisis. Coming up, Allison Martinez breaking down the solutions discussed at a community roundtable and the existing policy people want expanded. That's next.
Cheney, Medical Lake, and the whole Airway Heights area have become a special place in our story. First, it was the place where my dad started Holiday Heating and Cooling. He walked the streets, going door to door, seeing if anyone needed help with their heating and air conditioning. And then there's my story. Cheney is where I grew up, went to school, and finished my degree in mechanical engineering. That helped give me the foundation for what I do today. Now, taking Holiday Heating, Cooling, and Electric to the next generation. It's a special place in my heart, and Holiday is proud to be part of this community.
Fairway Floor Abbey Carpet in Post Falls has been North Idaho's premier flooring shop for over 30 years. From remodels to new construction, they've got your home or business covered from wall to wall. Their expert design team will work with you to find the perfect floor for your lifestyle and budget. They've got the lowest prices. From carpet and area rugs to hardwood, LVP, and laminate, if you can dream it, they can floor it. Dream it, design it, live it at Fairway Floor Abbey Carpet in Post Falls.
Welcome to Wonders of the World. Come feel the magic inside. Fascinating and powerful crystals from the dawn of time. Incredible natural wonders and prehistoric artifacts. And talk about magic, you should come to Fantasyland. Thousands of pieces of fabulous jewelry and literally millions of beads. Remarkable, astonishing, and whimsical. Come visit Wonders of the World. There's magic inside, and you can take some home.
What makes Hospice of Spokane unique is their level of dedication to the patient.
That's our goal, is patients and their families and their needs.
Your team feels like our team. That's how much we know you care about making sure patients and families get what they need.
We go, I feel like, above and beyond for the hospice patients to make that last journey of life comfortable.
Find the perfect gift for your wine lover during our 12 days of gifting.
A new special every day. Visit us in-store or online.
Come in to Lake Creek today. Sip, shop, and ship most anywhere in the USA. Cheers.
When it comes to remodeling your bath, there's fact and there's fiction. Fiction. Some bath remodels just cover up water damage. Fact. Bathfitter inspects and cleans your current tub area, and we make any necessary repairs before installing our product for a watertight fit. Bathfitter installations are built to last, with a lifetime warranty to fit your expectations. Get the bath that fits you. Bathfitter. It just fits. Go to bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
Family owned since 1930. Go where the builders go.
What are you gonna build?
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
It's now 6:17. Spokane's leaders, local businesses, and community organizations dedicated the last few weeks to a series of roundtable discussions about homelessness.
The goal is to review homeless-related ordinances. The final discussion happened last night, and our Allison Martinez is live in studio this morning to break down the biggest takeaways. Good morning, Allison.
Good morning. Results from Spokane City Council's 5 homelessness roundtables indicate that the majority of community partners want to expand the city's sit-and-lie law. The current sit-and-lie ordinance bans sitting and lying on the sidewalk, sidewalk features, building entryways, parking lots, and loading docks.
Current Spokane Municipal Code states that the boundaries of enforcement for sit and lie are within a downtown police precinct boundary, and that it ought to be enforced between 6 a.m. and midnight.
Roughly between 35 to 45 stakeholders were asked to rank their preference on the enforcement of sit and lie boundaries. The majority indicated that they would prefer to make the ordinance city-wide. This expansion is part of proposed legislation by Councilman John Bingle. Previously, Bingle told 4 News Now that the updated ordinance would allow police to help people get off the streets by sending them to places such as shelters or drug and mental health court. During the final roundtable discussion, the majority of stakeholders also said they don't believe shelter bed availability should be checked prior to the enforcement of the sit and lie ordinance. Coming up in 30 minutes, I'll explain what the community proposed as a solution to drug use in downtown Spokane. In studio, Allison Martinez, 4 News Now.
Allison, thanks for the update. We're taking a live look outside this morning, and as Mark said earlier, we can see clearly now.
We can see those the steam plants. Look at that, the stacks
Got
lit
some
up.
cool lights. We have a cool morning, but we can see the future. We can see more than 500 feet, so that's a nice start. Let's take a look. Current conditions have warmed up a little bit. Liberty Lake 32, 30 into Deer Park. We're still 33 into the valley. Cheney holding on to that 27 degrees. It's around 30 in North Idaho, just all over the place. We're going to experience temperatures hovering into 29 to 30 degrees for the next several hours, then low 30s all the way into the noon hour, mid 30s to 3 o'clock. Short-lived, but it'll be welcome. We'll see some sun breaks in and amongst the cloud cover. We don't have that low cloud deck that we've had for days. We'll see temperatures cool quickly. 3:58 is when the sun sets. Of course, these are the shortest days of the year as we build towards the winter solstice on the 21st. Radar and satellite, a little bit of snow on the Canadian line as you come in through areas north of Colville. We're going to see that continue to make its way over and then drop into Montana. Onto the east side of the Rockies. For us, we're going to see some variable clouds. Today, we clear out, then we see more cloud cover. Thursday, we'll start to see the advance of that low coming out of the southwest, crossing over, that chance of snow. So we're going to be on that northern precipice of this. As it crosses over, then into Saturday, we'll see that chance of rain. 35 will be our high today, 37 into Coeur d'Alene. We're going to have temperatures in the low to mid-30s all the way over to Wenatchee. We'll be into the mid-30s all the way through Friday. The chance of light snow coming in for Thursday and Friday is a 30 to 40% chance, not a lock, and it'll be light. We'll see rain on Saturday, so get ready for some wet weather for the weekend.
All right, sounds good. Thanks, Mark.
It is now 6:20.
The Washington State Cougars basketball team is sitting pretty at 8-2 right now, and with 3 games to go before they start WCC play, the Cougs look to keep it rolling. We'll tell you more. That's coming up next in Morning Sports.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
At Coeur d'Alene Honda, every new and select pre-owned Honda comes with a nationwide lifetime warranty.
I don't live near here. Do I still have to come to Coeur d'Alene Honda for all my vehicle services?
No, you can get your car serviced anywhere in the States or Canada. Just keep your records.
You can even do your own oil changes.
That's fantastic, but I'm still covered for as long as I own the vehicle.
Yes, and unlimited miles.
Lease a 2024 Honda Prologue Elite, $389 per month, $49.99 due at signing. Get a 2024 Honda Ridgeline Trail Sport, $289 per month, $49.99 due at signing.
It's here once again. An adventure in Coeur d'Alene with family and friends. Trees will light up, snow will fall, while you're dining, shopping, and having a ball. Santa and STCU hid elves in secret spots, so keep an eye out and you could win lots. If you find our elf on a shelf while in downtown Coeur d'Alene, a Fig Pickles shopping spree, Gonzaga tickets, or gift cards you could gain. Explore cdadowntown.com if you want to learn more.
You would never go years without changing your oil. Did you know not maintaining your water heater can cause serious issues? Sediment can reduce efficiency, causing higher energy bills, leaks, and water heater failure. Sediment also causes bacteria that impacts water quality. And annual flush is the best defense against costly damage to your home, health, and wallet. Right now, Gold Seal Plumbing is offering an $89 water heater flush to keep your home and family safe and worry-free. So call Gold Seal Plumbing today. We're on our way.
We all have that friend with amazing skin.
Tell me your secret, and lunch is on me.
Don't just envy her. Get glowing skin of your own with a results-driven, professional facial customized just for you by a skilled esthetician. Get glowing with regular facials from Massage Envy.
So what's going on with this?
Whether you share your secret or not is up to you. Massage Envy, where better skin begins. This year, give the gift card everybody will love. Stop in and pick some up today.
For memories you can't make online. Experience the magic of the holidays at River Park Square.
Welcome into Morning Sports. I'm Sydney Berger. The Cougs are nearing the end of their non-conference schedule. There's just 3 games left before they start West Coast Conference play. They're already an 8-win team through 10 games and most recently took home a big win against Boise State on the road. It was no doubt an important quad 1 win for Washington State, but it's even better knowing they aren't at peak health and could still convincingly take down the Broncos. The Cougs' leading scorer, Cedric Coward, is still out though, and head coach David Riley confirmed yesterday that Coward is in fact having shoulder surgery. Coward hasn't had the surgery yet, and there's no timeline on when it could be or how long Coward would be out after surgery. So the Cougs will roll without him for now, which hasn't proved to be too much of a problem. They've won 3 of their last 4 games, missing their starting guard.
Feeling good about our progress. I think the main thing that we've been teaching is not everything in each game is all bad. Not everything in each game is all good. We had a big game versus Boise State. won against a great team, but we still have a bunch of stuff we got to work on. We're sticking with the process. We've got a long way to go. We're not trying to be the best team in December. We're trying to be the best team in March.
WSU will also be missing Marcus Wilson and Rahard Vavers. Coach says they're both out for the foreseeable future, but the Cougs are looking ahead to their game against Missouri State back at home. That game tips off at 2 o'clock this Saturday. In studio, Sydney Berger, 4 News Now Sports.
If you have your holiday decorations up, you've no doubt taken a picture of your favorite furry friend or feathered friend decorated too. We want to see it all.
We're featuring some of your photos to help everyone get in the holiday spirit. And this year is Dozer posing by the tree. So cute in the hat. The message says Dozer was feeling the Christmas cheer. You can tell. And this little one is named Nina. Oh, she is patiently waiting for Santa Paws. So adorable.
Well, send us a picture of your pet. You could be featured on Good Morning Northwest. And when you do, that photo is entered to win a $75 Petco gift card courtesy of the good folks at BECU. Just go to KXLY.com/holidaypets to enter. We'll share more of your fantastic photos through the holiday season.
Love it.
Good Morning Northwest time is now 6:26.
And still to come, another major wildfire is forcing people from their homes in California and shutting down some major roads. The latest from the Franklin fire when we come back.
Plus, yesterday we first told you about a man shooting at cars driving on I-90 more than 40 times. The charges he's facing and what he said fueled the shooting rampage. As we go to break, here's a first look at what's coming up on Good Morning America.
In this morning's GMA First Look, an ABC News exclusive, one-on-one with Elton John.
You said early in your career, you described that time as an emptiness within. How did you find the healing to get out of that loneliness?
We're sitting down to discuss his life, legacy, and his latest project.
The documentary, it's beautiful. The way it bookends your career and just your rise to stardom, coming out, overcoming addiction, any part of your journey that captivates you still.
I've forgotten about the early stuff so much, and then I saw the footage of the first 5 years and the records that we made. I was really proud of what we've done. I was saying, God, we did a lot of incredible work in 5 years, 13 albums, come on.
And coming up at 7 a.m., we'll have much more of my interview with Elton John. With your GMA First Look, I'm Robin Roberts with ABC News.
Dupixent helps people with asthma breathe better in as little as 2 weeks. So this is better. That too. Dupixent is an add-on treatment for specific types of moderate to severe asthma. It works with your asthma medicine to help improve lung function. Dupixent is not for sudden breathing problems and doesn't replace a rescue inhaler. It's proven to help prevent asthma attacks. Severe allergic reactions can occur. Get help right away for face, mouth, tongue, or throat swelling, wheezing, or trouble breathing. Tell your doctor right away of signs of inflamed blood vessels, like rash, chest pain, worsening shortness of breath, tingling, or numbness in limbs. Tell your doctor of new or worsening joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop steroid, asthma, or other treatments without talking to your doctor. When you can get more out of your lungs, you can do more with less asthma. And isn't that better? Ask your doctor about Dupixent, the most prescribed biologic in asthma, and now approved as an add-on treatment for adults with COPD that is not well controlled and with a specific marker of inflammation.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by the Salvation Army Spokane.
Celebrate the season of giving with special holiday pricing at Walker's Furniture. Buy like friends and family. Plus, take advantage of 5 years special financing with no money down.
Merry Christmas!
Are you ready for this? Ready to take chances? Will you push and break your limits? Are you ready to be a legend? Are you ready to fight? To be fearless? Are you made for greatness? This is your moment. Are you ready for this?
Looks like recess is over already.
You're kidding me.
Let's settle this whole ordeal quickly, yeah?
Why do we trust this guy again?
At Craig Swap & Associates, we get you compensated fairly and don't receive a penny until after you're paid.
One call, that's all.
509-999-9999.
You know, I can help you cheat on that pop quiz.
there, Spokane and Post Falls. Are you ready to give your home a floor lift? At Brothers Flooring, we turn boring into beautiful. Whether you're looking for some elegant hardwood for the living room or kitchen, or some plush new carpet for the bedroom, or maybe some sleek modern tiles for the bathroom. At Brothers Flooring, we say life's too short for boring floors. So give us a call today and we'll make your floors the life of the party.
From 4 News Now, this is Good Morning Northwest.
We are kicking off this half hour with the 4 News Now Story Tracker. It's following the stories people are reading about online this morning.
A bankruptcy judge blocked satirical news outlet The Onion from buying Alex Jones's InfoWars conspiracy platform. The judge cited concerns the auction left money on the table. Jones still owes more than $1 billion to Sandy Hook families for falsely calling the elementary school massacre a hoax. The families of 8 victims of the school shooting and a first responder backed the Onion's bid. It's not clear what happens next for InfoWars.
6-time Super Bowl winning coach Bill Belichick may become the next head football coach of the University of North Carolina. He's reportedly been offered the job, but he has a long list of demands before he accepts it. The Patriots legend apparently has a 400-page document calling for new coaching staff, recruiting staff, and a demand that his son be named head coach when he steps down.
Time has named basketball sensation Caitlin Clark as its 2024 Athlete of the Year. The 22-year-old Indiana Fever star wowed fans during her first season with the WNBA. Clark set rookie season records for both points and three-pointers made. She was also named the league's Rookie of the Year. Good morning, Northwest. I'm Robin Nance.
And I'm Natalie Grant. Today is Wednesday, December 11th. Let's start things off with Mark Peterson here and a look at our first alert forecast as we're heading out the door this morning.
Well, it's still cool outside. It doesn't have that humidity, that low cloud, so that dampness is gone. Makes it feel a little better. 30 is the current condition. Winds to 6 miles an hour. We're finally going to see maybe a mix out of this inversion. Things look pretty good. 4 things we want you to know. Not as great today. Light snow expected tomorrow, less than an inch, not sticking around. Wintry mix over the weekend with rain snow mix turning to rain. Once again over the weekend, little or no accumulation down below. Up into the mountains, yes, great news for the skiing. Temperatures hovering around 30 degrees, the valley at 33, 30 into Deer Park, Post Falls, you're there too. Forecast snow, we're going to see the potential of that coming in Thursday afternoon. Today, it's going to be some clouds. We're going to get some sun breaks, and we're going to have a high today of 35 degrees. Once the sun sets, we're going to see things cool down to about 29 degrees and hang out all night long.
Wildfire exploded in Malibu, California, destroying homes and forcing thousands of people to evacuate their homes.
Part of the Pacific Coast Highway is shut down, and students at Pepperdine University are told to shelter in place, some of them watching the flames out of the library windows. Hannah Joy is at the Breaking Now desk for us this morning. And Hannah, when exactly did the Franklin fire break out?
Natalie, happened on Monday night around 11 o'clock p.m. Winds began to gust at 80 miles an hour in Santa Ana. Then flames began to blaze across thousands of acres.
Embers were flying everywhere. All this is on fire. And so we're basically just trying to keep everything wet. So when the embers land on it, they go out.
On Tuesday, there were 18,000 people and businesses under evacuation orders, according to the Los Angeles County Sheriff.
Fire season is not a season. It's year-round in the state of California.
Meanwhile, Pepperdine University canceled classes and students were told to shelter in place. Some can even see the bright orange flames through the window of the library.
Overall, the vibe was panic. A lot of people were taking time to pray, as we are a Christian campus.
One man even used a high-powered hose to try to save his neighborhood.
There was so much fire in here, it was insane.
He said he was able to save at least 5 homes. Officials say no one has been killed or injured, but the fire is still not contained. Reporting in studio, Hannah Joy, 4 News Now.
Some scary scenes there. Thanks, Hannah. An Idaho man is behind bars this morning, accused of firing dozens of rounds at cars on I-90 near state line. Now, this took place near Cabela's and shut down both directions of I-90 just after 8 o'clock on Monday night. That man is suspected to have fired around 40 bullets into oncoming traffic and hitting 2 vehicles. The accused shooter is 23-year-old Wyatt Armstrong from Coeur d'Alene. He appeared in Kootenai County Court yesterday. Court documents reveal Armstrong claims he was on his way to Rosalia to end his life, but he says his pickup truck broke down before he could get there.
This is my first time I've ever been in trouble other than a speeding ticket.
This wasn't a targeted attack. It was just firing into a crowd, basically. This is very concerning.
A breathalyzer test performed on Armstrong at the scene indicated samples of 0.131 and 0.128 blood alcohol content, which is well beyond the legal limit in Idaho of 0.08. Armstrong is charged with 2 felonies related to shooting a gun at an occupied car. His bail set at $500,000.
2 14-year-olds in Whitman County face charges for threatening to bring a gun to school to shoot a teacher. Police took the teens into custody before classes began at Pullman High School yesterday morning. To be on the safe side, the school temporarily went into a secure and teach alert. Police have not recovered a gun. The 14-year-olds were booked into a juvenile detention facility.
The challenge of Idaho's strict abortion ban and emergency care that reached the Supreme Court this year returned to a federal appeals court. The Biden administration claims federally funded hospitals must provide abortions when pregnancy complications jeopardize a woman's life or health, even in states that ban abortion. Idaho's abortion ban has been partially blocked and reinstated multiple times over the course of the litigation. It has an exemption for when a woman's life is at risk, but not for when her health is affected in a way that stops short of becoming life-threatening.
A warning from Spokane police about a new phone scam. Investigators say the scammer pretends to represent the organization Partners with Family and Children. They even use the name of an actual employee to try to get your personal, medical, and financial information. If you receive one of those phone calls, you are asked to call Crime Check 509-456-2233. They are crafty scammers.
I know.
It's now 6:36.
Checking back in with Mark Peterson here as we head into our day, looking ahead for tomorrow.
Yeah, some light snow coming into the area. We're going to see a pretty good, better than 50% chance of seeing a few flakes rolling around here.
Cool.
Less as you get into the Central Basin. We'd love to see a layer of snow over Cowley Park, but I don't think we're going to see that over the next 5 days. Your full forecast is coming up.
And still to come here on Good Morning Northwest, the major merger between 2 popular grocery store chains is dead. Why it's over between Albertsons and Kroger, and the new lawsuit this morning. That's next.
Plus, a new study shows most women are not taking advantage of family planning help. What services they're missing out on when we come back.
Connect with 4 News Now on KXLY+.
Life's busy. Off is not an option. You need to be on time, on the go, on the call, or just ready to play on. Life's waiting. Power on with Batteries Plus. Visit one of over 700 locations today.
Cheney, Medical Lake, and the whole Airway Heights area have become a special place in our story. First, it was the place where my dad started Holiday Heating and Cooling. He walked the streets, going door to door, seeing if anyone needed help with their heating and air conditioning. And then there's my story. Cheney is where I grew up, went to school, and finished my degree in mechanical engineering. That helped give me the foundation for what I do today. Now, taking Holiday Heating, Cooling, and Electric to the next generation. It's a special place in my heart, and Holiday is proud to be part of this community.
Thank you, honey. I love it.
Don't thank me. Thank Santa.
What did you get?
Northern Quest gift card.
Wait, I didn't get that for you.
Oh, I know. Santa did.
Merry Christmas!
Hey, well, who accidentally broke your favorite Christmas ornament? Clumsy Santa.
Give the gift of Northern Quest. Visit or go online.
Coeur d'Alene Denture Clinic is locally owned and operated and has been providing personalized, comfortable, and satisfying care to our clients for over 30 years. Our licensed denturists are trained in the latest techniques in the construction, development, and preparatory work of a denture. Full dentures, implant attachments, repairs, fittings, adjustments, we do it all. Every denture is made to look as close as possible to your natural teeth. With our knowledge and friendly staff, competitive costs, and quality of service, you'll leave Coeur d'Alene Denture Clinic smiling.
Batteries Plus has the national scale for all your power needs and a dedicated expert for the local support you want. Power on with Batteries Plus Business.
Welcome back. The time right now is 6:39, and we have some breaking news. The $25 billion merger between Albertsons and Kroger is officially dead this morning. Albertsons announcing just minutes ago that it's scrapping the merger because of its, quote, failed to overcome government objections to the deal. With Kroger has not yet said if it will appeal this decision. Now, a King County federal judge blocked the merger earlier this week, ruling it violates antitrust laws, which was just 2 out of the 3 lawsuits the grocery store companies needed to win before they could merge. Critics of the deal argued it would lessen competition and give Kroger too much power to raise prices for shoppers. Kroger believed the 2 companies merging would allow it to lower prices and be more competitive against other companies like Walmart and Amazon. Now, Albertsons is suing Kroger for breach of its contract agreement, saying its rival failed to take, quote, any and all actions to get this deal approved. Kroger has not yet commented on the suit.
Boeing is resuming production following a 2-month strike by more than 33,000 employees. As of now, crews are building its 737 MAX jet. A second plant will begin building the 767 and 777 freighters in a few days. Boeing said it's used the 4 weeks since the end of the strike for training and certifications, ensuring parts and tools are ready and completing work on airplanes in inventory.
Here's your 10-second takeaway on a Wednesday morning. We still have a few low clouds out there and a little bit of fog, but not as much as we've seen. Today is going to be cool, so make sure you wear those warm layers all day long. 35 the high.
In news for your health, a new report suggests most women in the U.S. do not take advantage of family planning assistance. This includes access to prescription birth control, emergency contraception, sterilization, and counseling related to reproduction. Advocates hoped more women would rely on these services in light of the Dobbs decision that limited abortion access. In 2022 and 2023, only about a third of women of reproductive age received family planning services in the previous 12 months. The U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention says family planning is an important part of health care, and these visits are sometimes the only interaction women have with the healthcare system.
Well, it's that time of year when we are searching for the perfect gift for the ones that we love. But if you're stumped on a good present to get the seniors in your life, why not something that can help improve their health?
Exercise is very important for older adults to maintain their thinking, their cognition, as well as to prevent falls. So anything that you can do to help your senior exercise more.
Dr. Lee Lindquist is the chief of geriatrics at Northwestern Medicine. She says gifts that can get older adults moving more include light weights, new athletic clothing, slip-on gym shoes, or fitness trackers. Those also have the added benefit of being able to track a person's location in real time, which can be helpful for your senior safety. She says new bedding to help them sleep better at night is also a great idea, or just taking them out to dinner, since being social is critical for their health. Some good ideas if you're stumped on gifts for grandma and grandpa.
Really good ideas. It is now 6:43.
Well, the issue of homelessness in Spokane is still very center of people's minds, and Allison Martinez is live in studio this morning with new ideas on how to tackle the problem.
Spokane City Council is opening up the discussion around homelessness. We'll share their key findings coming up.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Shop consigned furniture and jewelry first for new, consigned, and even one-of-a-kind pieces. New shipments coming in every day. Save up to 70% off retail. If you don't see the price you like, make us an offer.
Consigned furniture. Easy way to sell, smart way to buy.
Are you ready for this? Ready to take chances? Will you push and break your limits? Are you ready to be a legend? Are you ready to fight? To be fearless? Are you made for greatness? This is your moment. Are you ready for this?
What is a jewelry design center? It's a diamond superstore, a center for engagement rings, wedding bands, and anniversary rings, a showroom with unique creations as well as award-winning designers. A fun, comfortable, no-pressure place where you're free to make big, small, or even no decisions at all. We are not your average jewelry store. We are Jewelry Design Center, and we want to be your jeweler for life.
You know, there's millions of people without the health insurance they need.
I get it. You feel like it's too pricey, a headache to deal with, and not worth it.
You deserve something better and better.
We're on a mission to get everyone high-quality health insurance.
We have plans with as low as $0 out-of-pocket premiums, a network of local doctors, and a rewards program for making healthy choices.
Nice.
That's why we're America's #1 marketplace health insurance. So call us or go online now. And Better Health. On a mission for better.
I'm dreaming of a white Christmas with every Christmas card I write. May your days be merry and bright, and may all your Christmases be
A performance that truly matters. This is what you've been waiting for. Shenyun, coming to Spokane, First Interstate Center for the Arts, shenyun.com.
Shop consigned furniture and jewelry first for new, consigned, and even one-of-a-kind pieces. New shipments coming in every day. Save up to 70% off retail. If you don't see the price you like, make us an offer.
Consigned furniture. Easy way to sell, smart way to buy.
4 News Now is brought to you by Beetlejuice. Tickets at BroadwaySpokane.com.
Welcome back. The time right now is 6:40. Spokane City Council, business owners, and other community members are honing in on homelessness and the best solutions to address it.
Yeah, over the past few weeks, the city hosted a series of roundtable discussions to understand and improve Spokane's homeless ordinances. Allison Martinez in studio breaking down those key findings.
Last night's final meeting opened up the conversation about next steps. Several people took to the podium to express how they think city council members should move forward in helping our homeless population while also supporting local businesses and other community members. One business owner said the issue has to do with drug use, and it's made his employees feel unsafe at the place they spend the most time. He offered a solution.
Detox is the first way to do that. Offer them a choice. For treatment ongoing after detox or incarceration.
That was Jake Swartz of Jones Double Reed Products. He referenced Spokane Police Chief Kevin Hall, who said fentanyl changed the game when it comes to drug use. Swartz says he's seen that proven in the last 10 years, including reoccurring break-in attempts. Council members will take all of the feedback they heard and continue gathering more before proposing collaborative solutions. In studio, Allison Martinez, 4 News Now.
Allison, thanks. Well, here is a live look outside this morning as we start our day. Gorgeous view of our city there.
It's a break in the clouds.
Love it.
Yeah, there's blue, maybe blue up there.
A little bit.
Possibly. We haven't seen...
we just haven't seen the sky for a long time.
No, it's kind of nice.
Okay, want to thank over 400 people who responded to the very serious poll yesterday as to what Christmas tree I should have, and 63% said it should be the colored lights, not the white lights. I win, but we know the reality.
Just a little validation for you.
A little validation, but that's it. The trees are still going to be white lights, I'm sure. Good morning. We have temperatures hovering around 30 degrees. I'm married. Do you see how that works? 33 into the valley, 30 Deer Park, 29 into Spangle. We will continue to see some variable clouds, some low clouds in some areas, but nothing like what it's been over the past 4, 5, 6 days. Hovering around 30 degrees all morning long into the midday where we then reach freezing. 34, 35, that's going to be 2, 3 o'clock. That's going to be the heat of the day, and then cooling quickly after the sun sets. We're going to be in the upper 20s all night. Satellite and radar. We have seen and will continue to see a little bit of light snow along the Canadian line, making its way through North Idaho and then down into Montana. Higher elevations pulling out a little bit of snow out of the cloud cover. And the Olympics have a skiff. We'll see more coming in. That timing, that arrival is going to be on Thursday. So for tonight, 6 o'clock, could see a clearing sky, then more cloud cover. Thursday, 2 o'clock, we start to see the moisture coming in. It's going to come to the north. We're going to see those skiffs coming through. Nothing horribly organized for us, more so into the Palouse of Washington and Idaho and into the mountains, crossing over to Montana. So travel to east and west as we go through the weekend. Mountain snows in the passes. It's going to be lower elevation rain. We're expecting temperatures stay into the mid-30s. We're saying mid-30s actually Thursday and Friday, with a 30 to 40% chance of light snow over the weekend. Saturday, rain, and then a mix with scattered showers all the way into the middle of next week. Then we should dry out.
Okay, so we're not talking like shoveling or any of that stuff. It's mostly going to be
only if you're in the mountains and you're skiing your way to, shoveling to get to your skis.
And then you're going to love it.
Yeah, sounds good. Thanks, Mark. Your Good Morning Northwest time right now is 6:50.
Your morning sprints coming up next. Thanks for waking up with Good Morning Northwest on your Wednesday. We'll be right back.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Invest in a generator from AmeriWest Electric. AmeriWestElectric.com.
Sometimes the small gifts in a small box make the biggest impact, like stackables. This Christmas, let a stackable from Tracy Jewelers remind her of how much she's loved. Small ring, big thank you. Stackables, mark your moment. Tracy Jewelers.
Watch KXLY Plus over the air on KXLY ABC4. Live updates, breaking news, weather every 10 minutes from the 4 News Now team. Get up to date on the information you need in just an hour. Weekdays at 11 a.m. and 4 p.m. over the air on KXLY ABC4.
Respect, protect, pay essential grocery store workers.
We all recognize today's workplace safety challenges.
My union negotiated strong safety language, addressing the important issues we face in our stores.
UFCW 3000 fights to make sure that essential workers get better wages, respect on the job, and a safe workplace.
That's the peace of mind my family and I need. If you'd like a strong union in your workplace, contact us here.
Northwest Winterfest is back and going on now. It's the Northwest's largest illuminated holiday and cultural festival, now indoors and bigger and better than ever. Come see Dinosaur Land, brand new this year. Plus live performances, free interactive children's activities, and free admission for kids 10 and under. Come celebrate the magic. Your tickets are waiting at northwestwinterfest.com.
Thank you, Spokane, for helping so many local children glow this past year. For lighting the path for our Joya families as they navigate raising a child with developmental delays and disabilities. Because of you, there's so much joy this holiday season. Words spoken, steps taken, milestones met. You bring light to Joya and those we serve.
Taste so dizzy.
Not the best sound to start your day with, is it? Your next decision should be to call Precision. Our professionally trained technicians are here to provide you with award-winning service every time, so we can get you back up and running fast. Call or book online today.
Sometimes the small gifts in a small box make the biggest impact, like stackables. This Christmas, let a stackable from Tracy Jewelers remind her of how much she's loved. Small ring, big thank you. Stackables, mark your moment. Tracy Jewelers.
See breaking news in your area or have a story idea? Contact 4 News Now.
Welcome back. The time right now is 6:53, and it's time to get you ready to take on your Wednesday in the morning sprint.
Mark Peterson tracking a cold day again today.
And Allison Martinez live in studio with a breakdown of ordinances from a series of roundtable discussions last night about homelessness.
And Hannah Joy is in studio with new information on the man accused of killing UnitedHealthcare CEO Brian Thompson.
But first, transgender high school athletes may no longer be allowed to participate in girls' sports in Washington. The governing body of high school sports has proposed an amendment that would limit girls' sports to students assigned as females at birth. But there's another amendment that would create 3 separate divisions, one for boys, one for girls, and an open division where anyone, including transgender athletes, could participate. This comes after several school districts, including Meade and Central Valley, asked the organization to review its policy. The current policy states all students have the opportunity to participate in athletics and/or activities in a manner that is consistent with their gender identity. The WIAA says this policy is based on state and federal law. The center of the argument is that many critics say transgender athletes have an unfair advantage. Both of these amendments will be finalized within the next month, and the WIAA will vote on them in April.
Spokane County is a statewide hotspot for babies born drug dependent. That's according to a draft report released by Maddie's Place. The nonprofit just received hundreds of thousands of dollars in state funding, but says it needs more to continue providing services to address the issue. The report was supposed to be released by the Washington State Healthcare Authority December 1st, but a delay in the release pushed Maddie's Place to take matters into its own hands. Felt the need to get this information out before the legislative session starts in January, which dictates future funding. Maddie's Place says it will need $6 million in state funding over the next 2 years to continue.
With the passing of Spokane's 2025-2026 budget this week, it comes money allocated to projects to keep you and your family safe. One project is the addition of 3 code enforcement officers who will make up a downtown team dedicated to cleaning up trash, graffiti, and vandalism. Money in the budget was also allocated to add a director of transportation and sustainability. This position will oversee the Safe Streets for All Fund, which is dedicated to adding infrastructure like red light cameras and traffic calming measures to ensure safety of everyone who uses the roads.
For those out and about today, you're not going to see the fog that we had in our first alert weather, but we will see a forecast of snow that's going to take a while. We're going to see really Thursday afternoon the chance of light snow coming in from the south and crossing over us. It's going to be a very light amount, more so into the mountains, central Idaho, and then it'll cross over into the higher elevations all the way up into Canada. For our current conditions, we're sitting around 30 degrees just about everywhere you go. The forecast today is calling for a high today of 35 degrees.
Spokane's leaders, local businesses, and community organizations dedicated the last few weeks to a series of roundtable discussions about homelessness. The goal is to review homeless-related ordinances, and that final discussion happened last night. Results from Spokane City Council's 5 homelessness roundtables indicate that the majority of community partners want to expand the city's sit-and-lie law to beyond downtown. Council members will take all of the feedback they heard and continue gathering more input before proposing collaborative solutions.
An Idaho man is behind bars this morning, accused of firing dozens of rounds at cars on I-90 near state line. 23-year-old Wyatt Armstrong of Coeur d'Alene is suspected to have fired around 40 bullets into oncoming traffic, hitting 2 vehicles. He appeared in Kootenai County Court yesterday. Court documents reveal Armstrong claims he was on his way to Rosalia to end his life, but he says his pickup truck broke down before he could get there. Armstrong is charged with 2 felonies related to shooting a gun in an occupied car. His bail set at $500,000.
It's been exactly 1 week since the CEO of UnitedHealthcare, Brian Thompson, was shot and killed in New York City. Yesterday, his suspected killer, Luigi Mangione, appeared before a judge. He is now being held without bail in Pennsylvania. And he is now fighting his case to be moved to New York after his outburst outside of court. Mangione's attorney told ABC News he plans to plead not guilty to all charges.
If you're an American, you believe in the American criminal justice system, you have to presume him to be innocent. And none of us would want anything other than that if that were us in those shoes.
Police arrested Mangione at this McDonald's in Pennsylvania, but in his backpack, police found a 3-page handwritten document of him taking responsibility for the murder and blasting other U.S. healthcare companies. For updates on this case, tune in to Good Morning.
4 News Now, we believe you should expect more from local news. Our team is committed to a community conversation and bringing you information you need when and where you need it. Numerica believes in and supports that mission.
At Numerica, you'll find money answers for loud sneezers. Gesundheit. Get money answers for you and only you. Learn more at numericacu.com.
This is important information from AARP and BECU. In today's digital age, it's important to protect yourself from sophisticated scams and fraud attempts. Here are some tips. Update the security and privacy settings on all of your devices and social media. Make sure that you have strong and complex passwords for all of your accounts. Set up online access and monitor your bank and credit card accounts. And regularly review your credit reports and take immediate action if compromised. For more tips and tools, check out this website.
Looks like this will be your last year with season tickets, huh? Let's iron out this big mess. Yeah.
I'm calling the swap team.
At Craig Swap & Associates, we want to make sure that you're really winning.
One call, that's all. 509-999-9999.
All All right, take a live look outside. Here's what you see. You see some clouds. You see a little bit of the sky. Sun is going to be up in about 20 minutes. But what you do also see is the ground. We don't have the fog and the low cloud deck that we had yesterday. There will be a little bit of that today, but not quite what it's been. 35 will be our high today. Variable clouds. You might even need the sunglasses at times. It's potential. Tomorrow, we're going to have a pretty good chance of some afternoon skiffs, 34. And then we're going to have rain on Saturday.
Hey, thanks so much for starting your Wednesday with us right here on Good Morning Northwest.
Yeah, we'll see you throughout Good Morning America. It starts next.